everyone, this is the Trader Investor. In this video I want to go over the broader markets for today, July 28th 2021. It's hump day, Wednesday. So yesterday I showed you how a pullback is healthy, that we only pulled back to the 23.6% retracement. That's only how deep we came down yesterday when we retraced, and we closed this imbalance. So first thing is I want to take out this imbalance, because the balance at least 50% taken care of is considered taken care of. So now as we look at the Fibonacci retracement, we only came down to 23.6%. So that was not a big deal. So now I will remove this to show you something else. What I want to show you is, if we look at now from the recent swing high to low, price opened today below the 78.6% retracement. It pushed down a little bit, not that much further down, and then it tested that 78.6% retracement again and closed down below the 61.8% retracement. So if I were to hold a swing position, I would say this is an entry for a put position for the markets to open with a gap down tomorrow. Why do I say that? Well, history repeats itself. And if you look at when price fails to make higher highs, it collapses, right? So that's what we're looking at. So it goes up, it goes up. In this case, it's an oscillator that says, hey, I'm going to do something different. In this case, we did not know, because we did not get a lower high, but oscillator said this. So okay, there's divergence. We only find out too late. We don't enter this position. But in this case, we failed to make higher highs, and so price comes down. So it's same thing is happening when you're looking at today. We're doing the same thing, and we're just gonna keep looking at this. When price fails to make a higher high, and I'll go back a little bit here. When price fails to make a higher high, we know that pullback is going to be a little bit deeper. It will reverse, but it will be a little bit deeper. That's what we're looking at. So today, because price did not manage to break above the 78.6% retracement, this is really the reversal point. Until then, it's just a short rally. So this is a position that suggests we have a little bit more of a downside before we resume. The Fed Chair Powell spoke today. He did not move the market much. We had a small gyration, but not much of a big deal there. Because as we look at our 15-minute chart, this movement here, when he started to speak, a range of $1.80, but price was going down, it continued to push down and then reversed. So with this is how we're positioning. Earlier in the day, price jumped up. Again, when price jumps up, we're not in a hurry to enter, right? Because two things: the 15-minute range high, the high of day of yesterday, was in the way. We never even came close to that, and price just continued to push down. But then the low of the 15-minute range of yesterday, it was on the way. So we went past it slightly, but we did not go below our 15-minute range for today. We did not close below it. There was a moment, very, very brief moment, we closed below it, but for the most part, we acted like it was an inside day. So not very exciting as a tradable day. The only trade, and I took this position, and I'm going to be transparent about that one. I took this position because we failed to close above the 78.6, and we failed to make a higher high. I took a position for Friday's expiration on SPYs, for gap down tomorrow morning. If it's a significant gap down, we have big gains, if not short gains, but that's the position that I took. That's how I'm looking at the market. If you look at the Qs, similar thing. We are failing to make higher highs, so it leads us to believe that there's room to the downside, especially when we have a trend line that we have marked. If we look at daily chart, we have this trend line that we marked yesterday. As we look at that trend line, we have the possibility of price coming down there. IWM was the strongest out the gate, but IWM failed to continue to push up, and these are some key levels, right? This recent swing high that where price closed on Monday, that area became resistance for a while. So even though price pushed up above the 15-minute range of yesterday, it really struggled to close above this area. Not the right tool that I'm looking for. I'm looking for this tool. It failed to close above this area for a while, and then once it did, then it was another strong day. So until then, though, there was no trade for us in IWM. Strong start, but weak middle of the day, and then strong finish. So if we look at diamonds appear to want to start up, but fail to go above recent highs. So we're making lower highs. As we make lower highs, it's a play to the downside, but we have a trend line that price has been respecting. So we came down to that trend line and got rejected. And tomorrow, if SPYs fall, Qs and IWM fall, I expect price to go below this area and maybe get rejected as a test, get rejected and continue down. How far down, it doesn't matter, it's irrelevant, but I just think we're going to go down slightly before we resume the uptrend because we're making lower highs. That's what the charts are telling us. We take a look at the charts very closely. You take a look at the hourly chart or the 15-minute chart. We're making lower highs and slightly lower lows. So what is possible is, as this continues to drive down, this continues to drive down, then price will continue to drive down. So in general, all the big market SPYs, Qs, and diamonds, this is what they're telling us. In IWM, our leading indicator is strong so far, but the strength in IWM comes within a consolidation area. So that's not really a whole lot of strength. We have this consolidation area with struggling to make higher highs from last week, right? We're exactly where we are on last week basis. We were this high last week, we're back there this high. So it's not really a strong indication that, oh wow, price is resuming its uptrend. Not really. Even as you can see in any oscillator, that the oscillator is driving down while we're making equal highs. So IWM leading indicator for sure, but it's not having any strength. I would like it to go above this area, test it, and resume for the rest of the market to follow, so then move up. So this is how the markets were set up today. I have a swing position. I normally like to not have a lot of swing positions for my trading account, but in this case I have a swing position waiting to see what happens tomorrow and Friday. All right, everyone, take care for now, and I'll see you in the next video.